Did you miss me? Oh, I bet you did. There's something hypnotic, isn't there, about watching someone evolve right before your eyes, someone you thought you had all figured out. Seeing them break every boundary, surpass every limit. Dismantling every little box you built for them. Rising from the ashes of your expectations, they reveal something deeper, something fierce, something darker. And you never saw it coming. For ages, you saw only the surface, missing the depths where shadows whispered secrets and power lay coiled, waiting. You cast them as the quiet one, the reliable one, the one who'd sit back, fade into the background, let the world sweep by. But here's the catch: you misjudged them. Completely, you were oblivious to the quiet storm brewing within, a force so fierce and volatile it defied comprehension. They held back, stored away that fire, a fire with the intensity of 1,000 suns. And now, oh, now you're mesmerized, drawn to them, helpless against a pull that you once ignored. Let's talk about real power. It's not loud, it's not blatant. True power hides lurking beneath, gathering strength in silence when no one looks. And they mastered that art. While you were busy dismissing them, underestimating them, they grew. They became patient, practiced raint. Every cutting word, every scoff, every time you overlooked them, it all went into a reservoir within, fueling something you couldn't even begin to grasp. Now they're a mystery, a riddle you can't solve, a flame you can't resist. They took every insult, every doubt, and turned it into raw, unbreakable armor, fueling a transformation that leaves you transfixed. You don't know how to look at them now, how to reconcile this towering presence with the image you once held. They've shaken your sense of reality, made you question everything you thought you knew. Because if they could rise from the ashes, what does that say about your own understanding of the world? They were the underdog, the one you shrugged off, the one you thought would never rise. And yet, here they stand, not a conqueror draped in wealth or armies, but a ruler of their own universe. A master of their own destiny. And that scares you, doesn't it? You want to grasp, to own whatever strength they've found. But you can't. This transformation, this power, it came from their pain, from battles fought in silence, wars you never knew about. You didn't see them stripping away every limit, dismantling every weakness, until only pure, raw potential remained. Now they captivate you, but they also terrify you, because deep down you know you could never have survived what they endured. It would have broken you. But they embraced their suffering, let it shape them into something otherworldly, something beyond your understanding. And the irony? You were the ones who caged them, but they're the ones who emerged untamed, powerful, holding all the cards. You're scrambling, lost in a game where the rules no longer apply. They've transcended your world, existing outside the limitations of your imagination. You're drawn to them, pulled in like a moth to a flame, desperate to understand. But they're a mystery you'll never solve, a dark mirror reflecting your deepest insecurities, your fears, your limits. And now, you can only watch, captivated and powerless, as they stride forward, unstoppable. But don't think for a second that you truly understand them now, because what lies within runs deeper than anything you've seen. You're only grazing the surface of a force forged in silence, sharpened by pain and steeled by resilience. They have become a mystery not even you could fathom. Each step they take, each glance, each word, they're all echoes of battles fought in solitude, in those silent moments when no one thought to look. You see, while you were basking in your certainty, they were waging wars in shadows, growing into someone unbreakable. And here's what stings, isn't it? You realize now that while you were watching the world move around you, they became the very gravity holding it together. The rules you once trusted, the judgments you once clung to, they all shatter under the weight of this transformation. They embody a truth you've never dared confront. That true strength is born not in light but in the depths of darkness, where every wound, every scar, every slight fuels a relentless, unstoppable evolution. It's maddening, isn't it? To know that the very qualities you overlooked, the quiet patience, the humility, the subtle resilience, have now transformed into power beyond your control. You're drawn to it, mesmerized, and yet part of you recoils, threatened by a strength that feels foreign, almost untouchable. Because while you clung to the surface, they delved deep. They learned to turn silence into wisdom, restraint into resolve, pain into purpose. And here they stand, untamed, unbound by the limitations that hold others back. They are no longer merely someone who walked away from your expectations. They've become the flame itself, wild, fierce, and indifferent to the fears of those who can't match their fire. You want to draw closer, but you know that every step forward risks consuming you, swallowing you whole in a blaze of self-awareness that you may not survive. But they thrive in this chaos. They feed on it. They've become the embodiment of every fear you've ever suppressed, every limitation you've ever imposed. And now, the tables have turned. They are the standard, the relentless force that reveals, through their existence, everything you failed to become. The truth is, you are no longer in control. You are not even close. They are the silent storm that slipped through the cracks of your assumptions, gathering power, unleashing a presence so profound, so untethered, that you'll never hold them again. They've become the paradox of light and darkness, a force both mesmerizing and terrifying. And you are left as a mere spectator to their rebirth, unable to escape the unsettling realization that they are the living proof of a strength you never had, and a resilience you could only dream of. So keep watching. Stay mesmerized. But know this: what you see now is only the beginning. Because the limits you tried to impose are now their fuel. The fears you projected, now their armor. They have shattered every box, transcended every expectation, and stand as a living testament to power, patience, and purpose. And as long as you watch from the sidelines, remember they are unstoppable. They are inevitable. And they've only just begun.